Well, we are focusing on that situation in Tamil Nadu, even when, in fact, the Chief Minister Palanisamy and O.P. Paneerselvam were battling for the Chief Minister's throne. The city of Chennai faced two heart-wrenching incidents. A 7-year-old girl went missing from her home on 5th of February and was later found dumped at a roadside. Her neighbor was found guilty of sexually assaulting her, gagging her to death. Chief Minister O. Paneerselvam at that point in time took a break from his political fight to console the toddler's death and announced a solarium. But even before this inhuman act could fade away from the citizens' minds, the death of a 3-year-old has left the state shell-shocked. The 3-year-old was last seen playing next to her home yesterday evening at Annur. The girl was found today morning at a dump yard with a piece of cloth around her mouth. Her parents had filed a complaint yesterday night with the cops, and the investigation began by questioning 10 men. Police also arrested a neighbor and found deceased belongings with her. Such continuous incidents where girl children are being targeted sexually or for personal gains has sent chill among the parents in the state. And we, of course, are asking for your views as to what do you make of this. Do you think that the bickering amongst the political class needs to stop so that the netas can focus on delivering governance and administration? I'm joined by our first caller on the show. Uma Maheshwari is calling us from Chennai. Yes, ma'am. Please tell us, share your views with us.
Yeah, these two incidents which you had quoted just now just happened last week. So it has come to the national media only now. This shows that the bickering between the political parties and these politicians of AIDMK, of Sasikala group and the other group has been happening for the past few weeks. Now that the main issues like farmer suicide, law and order, like Kaveri water issue and all that has been sidelined. So we want governance. The governance has not been happening.
Right, Uma Maheshwari, thanks for sharing your view from Chennai. Devojit, another of our viewers, is joining us from Mumbai. Please go ahead, Devojit, and share your sentiments.
Hi, ma'am. What has happened in Chennai is unfortunate. It's terribly unfortunate that these kind of things are happening. But for you to club it and say that the political class needs to get back to governing is not just the solution. Because similar incidents have happened in Kerala, they've happened in Bangalore, they've happened in Mumbai, in Delhi as well. Yesterday, a Naga girl was raped in Delhi. So I don't know if the political class is actually interested or has a clear, comprehensive plan on this issue at all, ma'am. Be it Tamil Nadu, be it Miss Delhi or wherever across the country.
Okay, those are questions that has always raised about, when it comes to governance issues and the political class. Appreciate you joining us, Devojit from Mumbai. Pramod Madhav, my colleague, is tracking this story in Chennai. Pramod, tell us what the investigation agencies are really talking about. Have they been able to track down as to what really happened, and how are people reacting to this?
Smita, if I have to start telling about these two incidents to narrate it, it will be really unfortunate to say that what occurred in the state, that power tussle between the CM's chair, what happened in between is that there was a definite breakdown of law and order. That is law and order, and that is what we see here. These incidents, the first one, of course, was that occurred on 5th of February, where a 7-year-old had lost her life in such an unfortunate incident. The second one also, which was yesterday. This is just reflecting what should be done. Right now, we have got a new Chief Minister, Edapadi Paniswamy, and it is right time for them to come back to governance and make things straight. Enough is enough with what political game they have played right now is the mindset of the people over here, Smita.
Okay, Pramod, do stay on with us. I will come back to you. We have Shankar, another caller from Coimbatore. Please tell us, Shankar, how do you feel about this entire issue? Is it something that needs to be blamed on the political class?
Madam, it's absolutely nonsense. It is more than 6 months. There is zero governance in Tamil Nadu. And in the last 15 days, there is absolute gundaism, rowdyism. That is what is happening. These politicians, they are clueless. They are only self-centered about hanging on to their chair for the next 4 years. The common man is suffering. There is zero governance in the state since September.
Okay, we do understand, of course, your frustration. Shankar calling in from Coimbatore. We have Matthew calling in from the neighboring state of Karnataka. Bangalore itself has also faced a lot of these cases. Matthew, tell us, how do you feel about it?
It's really, it's a tragedy. It's really sickening. Time and again, day after day, these kind of things across the country. It's not just about in Tamil Nadu or in Bangalore. Across the country, it's happening. And in a very, in a very casual way, these dirty, even dirty is not the word to be used for these kind of politicians. And the word dirty will be insulted if we use it for these politicians, right from the Prime Minister onwards. Everybody is involving in this kind of dirty politics. You take watch any channel, you find these things. They try to split the religion, anything that is there, it's all brought down. And the common man is suffering.
Okay.
It's high time all these politicians are brought to books. There is no law to bring these politicians to be put under bars. That is the saddest part of it.
Okay.
As far as the Chennai thing is concerned, I think, we all know what's happening there. There is no governance there. I think immediately President's rule should be brought there, and all the culprits, whichever party it is, all those who are involving in all these unwanted things should be brought to book.
Okay, Matthew from Bangalore, of course, there we all share the sentiments that you're talking about. We have another, in fact, caller, Ravi Kumar, who's calling in from Kolkata. Ravi Kumar, how do you think the state of affair can really improve when it comes to women's safety, child safety?
It's very sad, ma'am, to see this kind of incident taking place all over India. It is not only from Tamil Nadu, Chennai. So I belong to Chennai, but I'm staying here in Kolkata. It's very sad, but I blame all the politicians of all the parties, all different political parties. They are representing the people. Okay, you see, like yesterday also, one politician was making a statement about the army jawans, and their spouse are delivering baby here. And, in every angle, they are not setting a good example for the society, for the younger generation. And we should blame these politicians who own the responsibility for such kind of incident which is taking place. Even Delhi also, there was a rape yesterday. And it's very sad. I think it is a never-ending. People don't have fear about the law of the land because they know how to come out of it. Because all the politicians are behind this, all gundas who are doing all this, worst things. Ordinary person cannot do it. It is only who has got a political influence.
Right.
Only such people can take up law into their hand because they know the police cannot do anything. They know how to come out. They can put the best lawyer so that they escape from the punishment. I think
Okay, making a very fair point there, Ravi Kumar from Kolkata, and Michael from Kanyakumari is also on the phone line with us. Michael, if you heard Ravi Kumar just now, is that a feeling that you share that when the law does not serve as a deterrent and the political class does not get its act together, that's when you see these cases continue, on a daily basis?
Yeah, I would like to bring a few more things in light, actually.
Please go ahead, tell us.
Yeah. Number one, see, of course, the political class is busy today. They are, fighting for their survival. We could see that whether it is the ruling party or the opposition party, both parties are busy in, fighting for the power hunger. And now, just now the voting was there in the assembly. They made a big mess in the assembly, and today, people are busy in meeting the governor and going to the high court, looking for. They are very busy. They have no time for the people here. Neither they have the time for any of these incidents. But whereas my concern is that this is not the very first time it's happening in Tamil Nadu, or this is happening widely all over India. I could see that this is happening all over India without any trouble. This kind of inhuman things are happening in many places. Whereas we could see that where we people are. Where are the public? There are certain things that we could have. There has to be some kind of awareness. The public has some share. We have seen that so many other things, like in Tamil Nadu itself, the last time that the Swati murder case that was in the railway station, where the girl was attacked and she was there for hours together and no one was turning out to see that. They were all rushing to the next train. So whom to blame all these things? There has to be an awareness on these cases, number one. Number two, there is a bureaucrats. They are also busy. They become part of political movements now.
Right.
Bureaucrats, it's their duty. Law and order need to be taken care in that way. But in Tamil Nadu, law and order is always a trouble. It is not a matter of 3 months, 4 months, or when the Congress regime over, when the Dravidian movement took over the power in Tamil Nadu, there itself this kind of things have started. Law and order issue is always there and it will be there. It is going to remain unless you have a chief minister who is worried about the on the day-to-day life of the people here.
Okay, we appreciate you sharing your views on this on the broadcast. Let's also cut across live, in fact, to Hyderabad, from where Chandrasekhar is on the phone line with us. Chandrasekhar, please tell us, how disturbing is it to see the political class bickering while, there are stories that surface of young toddlers being sexually assaulted?
Yes, so two things clearly. The first issue I would like to take up is the assaults on women and girls as young as 3 years old. I think there is a severe dereliction of duty because there are no consequences to any act. In the Kerala Act, it is basically there is no fear of consequences. Things can be managed, and that's what is the confidence of those people who perpetrate these crimes. There has to be severe consequences. That is point number one. The second is the political class. I do believe that none of these political classes face any performance review other than the 5-year electoral review. And that is insufficient. They have to be measured against timelines, against value addition that they have done. For example, in this case, we have seen rapes happening across Delhi, across the country. Why is it a concurrent list? Does the central government have to do something about it, or is it a state list?
So there has to be some sort of an accountability fixed for the netas, of course, aside from the 5-year democratic election process. Sunkar from Chennai is also on the phone line. Tell us, Sunkar, your views on this entire issue.
Hello, can I go ahead?
Yes, please tell us, Sunkar.
Basically, this country has been going through a complete transformation under the leadership of Mr. Narendra Modi ji. Basically, the corruption is the underlying issue. We all know it exactly. Fundamentally, Chennai, I'm from Chennai right now. What goes on, the roots of the problem needs to be identified, that has to be removed, you see, in order to bring issues to a control. You see, the roots of the issue is nothing but corruption, which has been going on. Why corruption? There's too much of money in the country today. We are a rich nation. According to me, we are in a golden era. We have huge money in this country available now. Our country is a rich country. Unfortunately, money is being completely mishandled. And we have excellent systems in place. Systems are not followed. Systems are not followed by majority, unfortunately. And this political class dominates the society by virtue of their Gundaism and the violent methods. You see, this is the underlying issue. If these things are brought to control, everything will be brought under control. See, as we all have to address the issue, we're keeping in mind what is the reason for the issue. Something is happening because of what we have to identify first, and try to go into the core of the issue and then try to eliminate those issues. That's a very important thing which everybody needs to address. Not just going wildly, going on a violent scale and then, attacking people, attacking systems, attacking things. Doesn't help at all. We need to identify the issue.
Right, sir. Right, sir. We do understand that, of course, there are lots of issues that need to be raised and addressed. But let me also get in a quick word from our next caller who has been on the line, Biju from Chennai. Please tell us, share your views, Biju.
Yes, sir, the political scenario in Chennai is very bad. It is not just this period, the scenario is bad. Right from, I'm a 22-year-old engineer, right from my days, I've been seeing the political scenario in Tamil Nadu is very bad. All the political parties here in Chennai have a backup of gundas and rowdies supporting them. And you would have seen the party, the DMK and ADMK fighting inside the assembly. And this is the scenario that is happening now in Chennai. And no police is there to help the common people out in Chennai. It's not alone in Chennai, it's happening throughout Tamil Nadu. No police is willing to help, because no police are there in the police stations. They are all behind the political parties. About the Kuvatsur issue that was going on. The whole, there was a huge amount of people, police that were lined up throughout ECR. We couldn't find them on the police stations. Whenever we went for police stations for any inquiry or any of this stuff, they told that all these people are busy in guarding those MLAs and other stuff. And
that's a serious issue that you raise, of course. And we can understand the kind of frustration that all of you are going through with the political system. Let me also, in fact, get in Christopher here, who's again from Chennai. Christopher, as somebody from the city, how are you looking at the way things are working? Is this an administrative sort of a failure?
See, from what I can see, it's very easy to blame politicians. For one thing, let us understand, politicians are hopeless. They're never ever going to produce a solution for this country. This has to do with the mindset of people. We have your Bollywood, Collywood, Tollywood making outrageous movies depicting women in the worst possible way, scintillating dancers, and every man sitting there in the theater with his mouth open agape. What do you expect from people like that? The most depraved behavior. So this is not peculiar to Chennai. This is not peculiar to Tamil Nadu. This is across this country, length and breadth.
So you suggest that, of course, this is a larger social mindset issue that needs to be addressed. Our next caller also happens to be from Chennai. Rahul, please tell us, do you think that the overall situation in the state of Tamil Nadu has deteriorated over the past few years, or this is just a recent phenomena? How do you look at it?
No, it's pretty bad all around for the last few years. Also, I've given up on politicians, so let's not focus on just the politicians out there. I'd like to question what the police have been doing for the last few weeks, in fact. Apart from providing security to, the Golden Bay Resort and then to a few other politicians out there, the police have really done nothing. I mean, Commissioner George has really been a disappointment. He has a past history of not being great in terms of, policing the city, and now it's pathetic. And I don't see anybody questioning him or where he is right now.
Okay, we'll take in our last caller, in fact, before we slip into a break and come back and discuss this and open it up once again for more callers to, call in. So if anybody else is on the line, we request you to stay connected with us. But Gaurav is there from Ranchi. Gaurav, take us through your thoughts this afternoon.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I would like to highlight 2-3 points. I have been following Tamil Nadu politics since I was a higher secondary school student, okay? So the first thing right now on which we are going through the missing person, what we are showing on your screen, okay? This kid, this was so viral in social media, and I don't know what police officers or the general administration was doing. Okay, there was a fight between OPS and Shashikala and whatsoever proxy war was going on, okay?
Right.
First thing, what the DGP of Tamil Nadu police was doing, okay? And what I want to make a point here is, see, I am from Ranchi. That's totally, it's irrelevant for me. But I have done my schooling in Chennai. Okay. And I am really emotionally hurt with this situation because I have studied in a place because my parents wanted me to be in Chennai because they wanted me to learn the values those people really have. When someone in Tamil, they speak, they say to lady Ma, they don't call her by name.
Okay, so this is a sense of personal hurt for you, for somebody who has, of course, lived in Chennai in the past and has looked up to the kind of society that Chennai normally promises to be. But we appreciate all of you, calling in on the show. It's horrific stories of sexual assault against children in Tamil Nadu and also, of course, against women in the neighboring states of Kerala, Bengaluru. They have surfaced once again. And the question we asked is, what is the political system doing? Are they just completely drowned in political bickerings to take care of administration? This is what we are asking. The Chennai child rape horror. Should the Tamil Nadu Netas stop fighting and start governing? You can call in on 01204807310 now. Of course, we have been getting in a big response from all our viewers who have been calling in to express their frustration with the kind of administrative systems that we are looking at. You can have your say, but make sure to mute your television, in fact, volume buttons when you call in. And Odette is there on the phone line with us from Bengaluru. Odette, please go ahead and tell us, what do you feel on this issue? Is it something that is to be blamed on the political class, or is it a policing failure? How do you look at it?
The way I see it, I'm calling from Bengaluru, but I've lived the better part of my, young life in Chennai. Then I've lived all over the country, and I don't think the problem is restricted to Chennai. Yes, today it's horrifying that the admin is bickering while there are problems like this. But I think across the country, admin and police need to get their act together. It doesn't have to be that there's an incident and then there's a furor and everyone worries about it and then it dies down. In August 2014, an 11-year-old girl, a very poor child, she was the daughter of an ironman, Peswala. She was raped and murdered in Gurgaon while I was there. And a few parents I'm a mother of 2 teenage daughters.
Right.
So concerned parents, we got together with the police, came out with a fantastic document which is still today on the Gurgaon police website. You just have to type Haryana, Gurgaon police. You'll get a tab, school safety guidelines for children. It covers every aspect of what a parent, a child needs to know to keep themselves safe. They don't need to wait for the police to act, but what are the messages and right from the time they are little, what are the things they need to be taught?
Okay.
So that they know how to identify, good touch, bad touch, and as they get older. Likewise, parents, what messages we need to give our children, and the fact that in many of the cases, it's neighbors and known people, it's not just strangers.
Absolutely.
Every one of these points is in that document, and I urge people who are worried about this subject, please Google Gurgaon Police School Safety Guidelines for Children.
Right.
Your own children will immediately become safer. Your own schools will become safer. And
very, very pertinent points there, Odette, that you've raised. Absolutely, that it's a collective responsibility for society, for parents to make themselves aware, to make their children aware as well. But, we also have, in fact, Shiva, who's another caller from Chennai. Shiva, please tell us, you just heard Odette calling in from Gurgaon saying that this is not just one city-specific problem. It's a problem that the entire country faces today.
People throughout India, they are not afraid because they don't get any punishment. They think, no, they can easily escape. So we must go for very harsh punishment. I'm sorry to say that even people are watching, chop their secret part away. They will not go dangling with that after any girl. Even if it is behind boys or girls, there must be punishment which make them deterrent. They should think twice before they act. Educating people, we have been trying to educate, they don't react to that. And nobody is afraid of that. When the people are apathetic, if there is an accident in the road, people don't come because they are afraid of police questioning.
Okay, so that's in fact something which we have been hearing again and again on this transmission, that the law does not act as a deterrent from criminals, and instead, in fact, it's civil society members who fear the law or for some sort of a backlash or action if they were to take actually steps to stop these kind of crimes. Isaac is also joining us on the phone line from Chennai. Isaac, as somebody who lives in the city, how has the past few days developments been playing out in your mind? The political class on the one side and the law and order situation on the other side.
Hi. The political class is okay, but we see a lot of things in media, but doesn't affect us because our day-to-day life has been just normal. But what I want to say is that these police guys, the cops, they're really into corruption these days. And when we stand in the signal, they'll be collecting money from people, but when people are evading the signal, they won't be bothered about it. So I think this is definitely the problem with the police and not with the political class, because they are responsible for law and order. And so I think that these things, the policing should be improved in Chennai, and that is what is our concern as a
Absolutely, so corruption, of course, is a systemic issue out here. But Dixon is joining us from Goa. That's one state where you have so many foreign tourists coming in, women coming in, and security becomes even more prime for a state that's dependent on tourism. Take us through, what are your viewpoints on how to tackle this menace?
Yeah, see, Goa is a tourist destination, and we do have a problem about this. But it's not only because it's the mindset of the people. Let's not only blame the political parties. It's the mindset, it's the family, it's the schools, and how you bring up your children, and the law. The whole judiciary is so weak when it comes to rape, especially minor. There is a law. I mean, if you watch the next channel now, there's a molestation took place in Delhi close to a police station.
Yes, in Hoskas.
But the police is there, but the law has to be tough. Like we go in the Middle East countries, if you touch any drugs or anything to do with robbery or something, you are jailed forever in life, or you have severe punishment. So I think our judicial system has to be changed immediately for this, especially for minors. And this is not only blaming a particular state. In Goa, we have a tourist destination, but there's a lot of people from non-Goans. They come on the beach and people are taking the sunbathe and they're watching them, and that's the mindset. And some people, they just walk over, they don't look at you. So let's not only blame on a particular place. It's the overall, I think, the judiciary, it is very tough and the law is very strict on rape, especially on the minors, for example, life.
Yes, so every in fact, single sort of pillar of society has a role to play here to make this a better place for everybody. Appreciate you joining us, Dixon from Goa. We also have Dishwi on the line. Dishwi, I believe you're calling in from Chennai. Please go ahead, tell us what you think about it. Dishwi, can you hear us?
Hello?
Yes, Dishwi, please go ahead, tell us what you think about it.
Hello?
Sir, we can hear you. Can you please tell us what you think about the issue?
Yeah, I want to know about this Chennai incident. Actually, what I am feeling is the root cause is the egoism of the speaker. When opposite people have asked for a secret ballot, and other people have in the assembly, nobody has objected.
Okay, so you have a viewpoint on the political ongoings in the assembly. We are not discussing the politics of the state, but we are saying that while the netas are caught up in the political situation, there are young children who are being molested in the state. How can you improve, how can you tackle this menace? So appreciate you joining us, but clearly, all of you who are tuned into the broadcast at this point in time, 0120-480-7310, that's the number that you can call in. And remember, it's not just about Chennai. Since morning today, it's one of those depressing days when you've been reporting about rape, sexual assault stories all the way from Kerala to Karnataka to Tamil Nadu. Trupti is also joining us from Chennai. Trupti, take us through, your perspective on the issue.
Yes, ma'am. The first thing what I would like to say is, this is a very saddening thing what we are hearing about the security of a girl. But instead of blaming everyone, the first responsibility for this is actually the parents should take care first thing to ensure that where the child is going. Because it is a 3-year-old girl. I mean, when she is being raped and done this, it should be someone close by. So we need to know people surrounding us, who are these people, to where our child is going, to whose house are we sending them to play. So first responsibility, of course, and yes, the police and all are of what I do say is, of course, it is the law and order in Chennai or anywhere, which is very bad right now. We don't have any security. I've been watching your channel since this demonetization, everything. I watch India Today regularly, and all this issue about government thing, what happened from 5th and all that, I'm going on watching all this program.
Okay.
But, I stay very close by to AIDMK office as well as DMK's house. So we are so scared when such issues come to come out of the house thinking that if we go out and we may get injured. So all the citizens here, we are seeing this, we feel really very sorry. We take out, but then we are very scared that when we come out, maybe...
Okay, so the citizens also need to be more aware, more alert, and let go of their hesitations to be able to join hands to fight all these criminal elements in society. Appreciate you joining us, Trupti from Chennai. Frank is our next caller who's lined up from Mumbai. Frank, how do you look at the developments that have taken place?
First of all, I want to tell you, yes, media is doing whatever best possible. But what I noticed with media is they concentrate on one incident for some time, then it is forgotten.
Okay.
Now, for example, if people are not scared, they are gone doing this because we have seen these incidents plenty. I have seen. I am 67 years old. I tell you very honestly, if I see anybody doing this to a child, I don't mind dying, but I'll kill the person. That is my just... Now, one more thing I am telling you, you know about Cobra. People are scared of Cobra. Wherever Cobra is, how people are running away. Because they are scared. Here people are doing more and more. Take the incident, how many incidents all over India. And still people are repeating because they know nothing will happen. Maximum what? They don't mind going in the jail because they get free food and free medical, everything. They are least bothered about the trouble what they will have or their family. Because most of these guys have got no family, let me put it that way. Lastly, but most important part is, if a top politician in Tamil Nadu who is proved guilty by people, by court, the most highest court, and she goes in the jail and she rules the state, what is the limit? I am not against her. Let her be anybody. But what is the truth? Modi also cannot do anything. He's talking about anti-corruption and everything. This is a shame to all of us, not only Tamilians.
Right.
I'm a Catholic Christian. Shame to me also. Shame to because we cannot do anything.
Absolutely. It's not just about one state or one failure of one system. Appreciate, sharing your candid views with us, Frank from Mumbai. Let's, in fact, cut across to Chennai now, where Amir is on the phone line with us. Amir, your thoughts this afternoon.
Ma'am, good afternoon, ma'am. Frankly, I've been born, brought up, living in Chennai, and it's very sad to see the way our state has fallen apart, and following that, our country is falling apart. It's, as everyone has been saying, I've been hearing in news, mindset is one biggest issue, because here, if you're a guy and you're born to a rich, affluent family, they're like, it's okay, beta, you can do what you want. But if it's a girl, you lock her down. Why doesn't that education come from our people first, to start with? Secondly, this mindset has become a for-granted deal for the politicians, because they know our people are not going to come to us because our judicial system is so weak. So let us enjoy the mute spectators of India. And this thing has been just falling apart day after day. But I have never ever seen Chennai being so unsafe. And now I can see the news from horse cars. I mean, Delhi is anyway so disgusting that every 30 we hear such things. Somewhere this needs to start with us now, ma'am. I guess people of India, educated, uneducated, doesn't matter. They have to step up now. And because our politicians don't give a damn.
When people like you actually call us up on the broadcast and share such thoughts, it does definitely give us hope. That hope is still alive in society, that perhaps there can be some good that can still come out of our collective efforts. Appreciate you joining us, Amir from Chennai. Kumar is now joining us from Kashmir, and we've been getting in callers from all across the country sharing different thoughts. Kumar, how do you look at the way things happen?
I'm basically what I say, trying to say is that I'm a student, I belong to Kashmir. In between the political scuffles, I have suffered a lot. And it's not just me who are suffering. The worst sufferers of this very political scuffle, of this political and power hunger, are the common people and the masses. What has happened in Chennai is something similar. I witnessed that. Because in the spat between the mainstream leaders, the law and order crisis have emerged there. The similar scuffle that's prevalent in Kashmir today, that's the PDP and BJP scuffle. So we are suffering. At the end of the day, it's only the common people who are suffering, and the law and order crisis are getting on a higher scale just because of the thing that they have started to politicize the people. That for power, they are hungry so much that they are not caring about the law and order for which they are actually meant. That meant to be meant to represent us actually, but these are the ones who are trying to gain their livelihood or something. I would like to say basically they are like the sophisticated hooligans in the society who are just after ruining the law and order in the society. They are meant for basically actually to control and coordinate the society, but in such scuffle that they should be on the chair, they should be off the chair, they are avoiding the main thing that which they are meant for. So they should concentrate on that thing only. And apart from that, then there comes the power term. What they want for themselves. First, people it's of the people, for the people, by the people, which they are evading of.
Okay, appreciate you, of course, sharing your views. There is that increasing frustration with the political class as well. Sangeeta is there from Delhi. Sangeeta, as somebody from Delhi, this is one place that has faced the shameful tag of being the rape capital for the longest time. How do you look at the situation in Chennai and the situation overall?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that seeing TV, it's really very, very sad and very, very shameful. But yes, residing in Delhi, since Nirbhaya case, we have been seeing this. The law needs to be very, very strict. And since this, we know from Nirbhaya case, the girl who died and before dying, she gave the views that whatever the names of those people who had done that thing, and those had been kept in the jail. So if the law was strict, they would have been hanged to death. Then why they are keeping this? So the people are getting the option to do all these things, and they are not scared of anything. So like small kids being done like this is very, very sad. That why should they suffer? So I think the law has to be strict very, very much. And the politicians are really what to say, like they are only bothered about themselves and their own position. So they are not bothered what people are suffering or not. In Chennai, it has been happening since a long time, and we have been watching this. So
of course, we do not want to be painting everybody, with a single stroke. There are politicians perhaps who are much more sensitive towards these issues compared to their other counterparts. But overall, this does seem like a systemic failure. Sangeeta joining us from Delhi. Many thanks for sharing your views. We also have, I believe, a caller in from Bengaluru. Dinesh, please go ahead. Tell us what you think about it.
Hello.
Yes, please tell us, sir.
Yeah, I've been seeing this rape case of child rape case. As far as I'm concerned, rape is a rape, whether it is Chennai or Delhi or whichever part of the world. Basically, we're talking about India. This thing, I've been following the Nirbhaya case, and between this and Nirbhaya, plenty of rapes have happened. The simple reason for this is the criminals are well aware. The lawyers will come for their rescue. The human right, child right, this right, that right, they all come for the rescue of these criminals. The simple solution for this is change the law. We have made the law following Constitution 1947 when the crimes were different and rule was different. Now the crimes have been changed. Accordingly, rules have to be changed. These things should not be delayed for a long time. Immediate solution, give them the punishment so that next fellow should think before he does something like dirty thing.
Okay.
Ashamed to be a part of this type of a society. And whenever we talk something, we all say, yaar, kuch nahi kar sakte. Politics is involving. This politics is involving everywhere. So both the thing has to be changed. Separate law has to be brought for this same scene what you are showing that MLAs and MPs misbehaving. They should be debarred from the next future election. If they are behaving
this is
like this.
a sad reflection upon the society itself. You're right there, Dinesh, calling in from Bengaluru. And perhaps all these issues have been worrying all of us on a daily basis at different levels, because clearly you question the political class, whether they are not getting their act together. Then you also question the police reforms, the police laws, and the bigger question of why does the judiciary move so slowly when it comes to dealing with these cases. We also have a caller calling in from Mumbai. Ramesh, take us through your thoughts this afternoon.
Good afternoon. It is a gruesome incident that has come to notice by your reputed channel. What I feel is that you put lot many security for the politicians, and the police is busy only in taking care of them. They are least bothered about the safety and security of a common man. Such incidents can be stopped if the police patrolling takes in the true spirit and not only for naam ke vaste. What is happening now, there is no pakka law for this. Everything happens. Are only enjoying their position. They are not worried about a common man, a poor man. And suppose something happens to their children, what will they do? They will take everything possible to see that they are safe. But what about a common person?
Okay.
They are not worried about it. So we have to redraw our law so that it can be effectively put up for the safety and security of a common, that to a poor man.
Right, Ramesh, we appreciate you joining us from Mumbai, and many thanks to, in fact, all the viewers who found time to pick up that phone, call us up with their views on the story. Clearly, of course, it's very, very depressing to think that how many weak links you are dealing with, from the police to the political class to the judicial system. But the individual responsibility also must not be ignored, because they lead into collective efforts, and people themselves also need to come and think of what they can do and contribute to make society a better place for children, for women, and for everybody. It's a wrap of this edition of the broadcast, but news and updates continue on India Today. Thanks for watching.